Greetings, everyone. My name is Goddess Love Jameson. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today, I want to talk a little bit about the job and responsibility of the parent to give their child a solid foundation of who he is or who she is as in this earth realm. So we all know that we are one with God, and it is our job as parents to teach our children that they are God. They are God. They come here in this realm to experience life as the God. God cannot exist in earth realm without a body. So we have a body. So that makes us God. And then I'm not going to preach or anything like that this morning, but I did want to say, the greatest gift that my parents gave me was a relationship with God. They had no idea what path or journey that, my life was going to take as I grew up. And I just want to kind of share an experience that I had. I was 11 years old and I got hit by a motorcycle. And this motorcycle hit me and knocked me out. Okay, it busted my head in the front, in the back, scarred me up really, really bad. And I remember getting up trying to walk, and I kept saying, "Devil, take your hands off me in the name of Christ Jesus, in the name of Christ Jesus." So I was praying within myself because that's what I knew to do. My parents had no idea that I was going to have that incident when I was 11 years old. But they gave me something that I was able to pull from that had nothing to do with them. I couldn't go to them. I couldn't call on them. I had to call on the God that was in me. Then I remember when I was 8 years old, I was at school playing in the yard and the guys were playing baseball. And instead of me walking in front, interrupting their game, I walked behind the batter and had no idea that the guy was going to throw the ball. The other guy swung the bat all the way around and bam, hit me in the side of my head, bust my head. I was 8 years old. Blood was everywhere. But I remember as I was bleeding and kids were screaming and the teacher had came and got me and was dragging me down the hall like somebody help. And I remember I kept saying, Jesus, 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 Jesus. And that's what I knew. And so I'm not saying teach your children to be religious or anything like that. But what I'm saying is help them. Give them a foundation of the higher power that's in them, because you have no idea what is ahead of them in their lives, and they're going to need something to be able to pull from that has nothing to do with you. You can't be the God that they need when life happens, when situations come up. So the point of this video, I watch so many kids go through so many things. I'm looking at my own grandkids, and I taught my children from a very early age how to develop a relationship with God, because I can't be everywhere all the time. So they need to develop and to strengthen, to be able to pull from the God within them. Anywho, I was watching my grandchildren and I said, okay, everybody, they were getting ready to eat. They sat down to eat. And I said, okay, everybody, let's say grace. And all of them harmoniously said the word grace. And I'm thinking, are you freaking kidding me? So they had no idea to put their little hands together and to say a prayer. And that bothered me, because I taught my children that in all things give thanks. Big, small, good, bad, indifferent, whatever. In all things give thanks. And it's the small things. And I'm telling my daughter, I'm like, if you teach them to give thanks for the food that they eat, they'll always have food. So the more that you're grateful for, the more that you're going to have to be grateful for. So it's the little things in teaching, these little kids, not just in giving thanks, but how to develop a relationship with the God in them. They're going to need it. Life is going to happen. And if you don't help them now, when life happens for them, whatever comes up, you don't know, I don't know. But if you don't help them now to develop the relationship, you set them up for failure, in my opinion. So parents, please help your children develop a relationship with God, higher power, universal substance, omnipresence, whatever it is that you want to call him, it, her, doesn't matter. But help them to develop a relationship with their God selves, so that they can have a successful life and outcome. Because again, you never know what's going to happen in these kids' lives. And if they don't know how to pray or intercede or speak positive affirmations or even speak life into their lives, again, you set them up for failure. Like, you are their greatest teachers right now. Teach them right. Teach them well. Help them develop. Again, life is going to happen. It happens for everybody. And they have to be ready and prepared. All right. Thank you guys for listening and joining me. I love you all. Have a great day. Visit my website, agoddesslove.org. Have a good day, you guys. Bye.